Hey everyone, this is Grace. Hope you've been well. Wanted to come on here and share with you my Stampin' Up! Haul. So, thank you so much for your support of my first ever Stampin' Up! Online workshop with Kim. I will leave down the description bar Kim's Stampin' Up! Website, but thanks to you 10 ladies who ordered using my hostess code, I was able to get some reward points to use. And I'll quickly share with you, the stuff. I tried to be really good with the rewards points and maximize on as many products as I could, certainly. But then, I was also selective with picking products that I knew I would definitely use, not just because I wanted it in my collection. And yeah, so thank you so much to the 10 women who used my hostess code. Thank you. This was such a blast, an awesome experience, and yeah. So I don't know what else to say, but thank you. Oh, I did want to let you know I was able to pick up a 50% off one item too because you ladies were awesome. I ended up racking up sales of over $400, and when you do that, then you earn the hostess. That's me. Would earn a 50% off of one item, so I picked that up. Anyway, all right, so let me share with you the things that I picked up. I picked up this clear mount stamp. It's red rubber. And this is something that I had been really eyeing since it came out in the holiday catalog. Take a look. Is this not beautiful? And so I was thinking this would be really great stamp to use as background stamp with my little cute critters. If I wanted to go very beautiful, elegant, nature, whatever, I could also use this front and center. And then I was thinking actually of using this with silver embossing powder or gold embossing powder. Wouldn't that look really beautiful against a dark blue card background? So pick that up. The others are beautiful as well, but primarily for this. Thinking of you this season, the sentiment was really nice too. You don't have to just use it for Christmas. You can use it for winter, just the winter months. You can use it also for summer and all those things. So, Tina Kappa was mentioning because she ended up getting this as well. That depending on the ink that you use, certainly you can make this a spring scene. So stamp it in green, maybe add a few little colorful blooms, and then voila, right? You can also do fall, so do this in kind of browns or maybe yellows or oranges, and you guys get the idea, right? The other thing that Tina suggested, which was very helpful for me as I was selecting my stamp sets, is on the internet, if you go and you type in Stampin' Up! And then the title of the collection, Winter Woods, and then you click images, all of these various projects will pop up for you to take a look at. And so that's kind of what I did in narrowing down my choices. That way, hold on. Sorry, my hand was starting to cramp up. And then that way I can get a good idea of how often and how well could I use the stamp set. Now, if you look at this one, it'll say host. And this was a stamp set that I had been eyeing since it came out in the Occasions catalog. And I remember, I think Kim had shown this, and I thought this was such a wonderful stamp set. But it's only available for hosts. And so when Tina Kappa was having her online party, I could not order this, even though I really wanted to. And so little did I know that I was going to be hosting online workshop of my own. So, because of that and because of you 10 ladies, I was able to order this. And so it's so adorable. I love this with a stack of books. You guys know that could be me, especially when I'm doing research papers. And then this would be a really great birthday. This could be birthday or a graduation. And I love the fact that you have this, but then you could also design the skirt itself. And I thought that this would be really great. If you didn't want to use any of the sentiments, you can handwrite a note. Wouldn't that be fun? So anyway, pick that up because I thought it was really nice that, she's carrying so much that it covers her. From a subliminal level, I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that her face is covered, old habits die hard in terms of analyzing certain things, but I did like it, so I thought I need to get it. So this one is Making Everyday Bright. Surprisingly, this particular set was a little bit cheaper than I expected. So if you take a look, you can see that it is using the light bulb. And so you have like the fall here, but you also have the Christmas. You have Halloween, Easter. This could be spring or summer. You have the penguin, feathers, Easter again, winter months, spring, and then February for Valentine's Day. And again, there's all these little coordinating cuteness. So there's the little top. Here's the regular light bulb thing that you can stamp onto it. This you can stamp and then plug these light bulbs in here. So I know that Stampin' Up! Has a light bulb punch. I am holding off on getting that light bulb punch until it goes on clearance. But I didn't mind just getting the stamp because if you actually think about it, these are really easy to fussy cut. And there was this really cute project in which this one, I think in particular, was used to stamp out a background, and then one of the light bulbs was popped up and colored, which I thought was so adorable and so, very well done. So picked that one up. The last stamp set that I picked up of this particular kind is the Wishing You Well. And I bought this primarily for the font or the script. So just a note, I have plans for this one. But I also love that Sending You Our Thoughts and Prayers, Season's Greeting, of course, Wishing You Well. Now, this is what was the selling point, this bow. So beautiful, and it kind of reminds me of those, I'm really bad with my fabrics, but kind of like organza or tulle or something, that sheer fabric. And so I thought it would be so pretty. I do have something like this in my Hero Arts stamp set. Some of you, if you follow me in my projects, the collab, you will have seen me make something like that. But I just was so captivated by this. So pick that up. And then I love this little delicate wreath as well. So just a lot of versatility, especially for those of us who like simple but elegant. So red rubber. So pick that up. And you guys know sometimes I'm all about packaging and I'm all about storage and things like that. And one of the selling points that I appreciate about the Stampin' Up! Set, especially the recent ones, is that they kind of look like books. And you guys know how I feel about books. I love books. And for a while, I didn't buy any books because I had so many, but I've started to collect books again, which I don't know if that's a good thing for my personal library, but these are really great to have on your bookshelves or in your crafting shelves. And again, the titles are here, which is great. You know exactly whether it's red rubber or polymer. I love the fact that there is a small image of the stamps, so that you don't have to flip through them, but you can very quickly see which stamp it is. And yeah, so that is definitely one of the selling points and why I love the Stampin' Up! Packaging. Now, this was from the clearance section, so let me share that with you. All right, so I think these were like maybe $2 each. I can't remember, but you get 12 little balloons. I opened one of them up because I have plans for this little balloon set. They come like this. It's sticky on both sides, and what you do is it's like one of those little tissue paper honeycomb things. You kind of peel these back very gingerly, and that's one of the reasons why I ended up purchasing this designer paper, because it was on clearance, I think, for like $4.40. I've never purchased paper from Stampin' Up! I hadn't intended on it, but this particular one was so cute. I thought that I would stick this on the little balloons, and some of these balloons can then be popped up. And the project that I have in mind for this is my little nephew, his birthday is coming up, so I thought I would sticker some, letters on for his name, and then his birth date itself, and then pop some of these like red, and then there's like what? I know there's blue. Here's, what are you? Oh, it's this color, right? And so you can just kind of mix and match these, and I think it'll look really great. And then I was planning on putting it in a shadow box. So this way, it's something handmade, and so his parents won't be inclined to throw it away when they are cleaning. But isn't that so darling? I love this. So whimsical. And again, there's a little turtle. So I don't think he knows yet that I'm the turtle of the family. He will soon enough. So picked these little two up. And then this was something that I thought was really cute. And I know that we can make bows, but these are really tiny bows, and they're done in felt with a little bit of the coordinating colored satin in the middle. And I just thought this was such a great way to just do very quick but very pretty bow embellishments. So I think this was like $3.20 or something. Picked this up. And then I was thinking I needed something that was just a few dollars. And this caught my eye. I was thinking of creating something for my mother, and I thought that these little tassels would come in really handy and giving it a little bit of pop. So picked that one up. And then this punch, I don't think I've mentioned it. If I have, excuse me. I, for whatever reason, have had to stop filming multiple times, and so I've already talked about this in my previous videos, which I can't use, so hopefully I didn't mention it in this video. But this is the Holly builder, and I just thought it was really cute. You guys know I have now officially become a fan of the Stampin' Up! Punches just because of the way it lies flat. This kind of reminds me of the Easy Tool, or the Easy Tool design, but I do like it. It stamps or it punches really well. You have this here so that you can stack them up and see very clearly what the design is. And I know that there's a corresponding stamp to this, but I think the design is such that if I wanted, I could just punch it out and then just draw the outline of my bow. It's not too hard, right? Same with this little bunch of holly berries and so on. So picked this up. Now, there are, I think this was only like 12 sheets, which is kind of a little bit pricey, but again, all of the designs, oh heck, I'll just show it to you. I wasn't going to, but let me open it up and show you the pictures. All right, so for those of you who are familiar with the Stampin' Up! Paper, you know it's really nice quality paper, very thick. So this is called Birthday Memories, and I just thought it was so cute. Definitely festive. Oh, and I got 2 of each design. Very cool then, even better. Aren't these great? And the quality of this. The smell that I get from this reminds me a little bit of the Graphic 45 paper. You know when you crack it open, it has this particular smell. But these you can certainly cut and make as like centerpieces on a card. Is this poodle not adorable? So picked those up. And then this I thought was really cute. And again, if I wanted, I could layer this with any of my other cute little stamps. House mouse, perhaps. And then this I thought was really darling. So you can stamp happy birthday here. If you wanted, you can cut these individually, fussy cut them and prop them up. And yeah, so a lot of options. And that is it. So thought it was a great deal to get. And in particular, you guys know I have a specific project in mind for this. So yeah. All right, now let me show you the last 2. All right, so the last 2 items that I received, this one I paid I think $3 of rewards points, and this is a Stamparatus foam mat. So I know that I don't have a Stamparatus yet. I was actually thinking about using the rewards points for the Stamparatus, but the stamps won out. And I figure I have the Tim Holtz Stampin' platform, so I can certainly wait on the Stamparatus. But when I was using the Tim Holtz platform, I felt as though, and some of you may agree, I still have to play around with it a little bit more in the winter months to make sure that my initial assessment or difficulty with it was actually, a true difficulty. But I felt as though when I was stamping that it would have stamped better if I had maybe a foam mat. So when I saw this on the Stampin' Up website, I picked it up because I thought it was a good size, and the foam, I suppose I could have gotten one from Dollar Tree, but I didn't know if the foam was going to be dense enough, and this is made specifically for stamping, right? So I figured, okay, it's a better shot to do it here than experimenting at Dollar Tree. So pick this up, and so yeah, this, and these were all the things that I was able to get with the rewards. So thank you, ladies. I know Sybil ordered, I know Tina ordered, Christine certainly, and Gigi, and a whole slew of you. So thank you so much. If I'll leave down the description bar, actually, just the first names of the women who ordered from me as a thank you. That way, because Kim sent me a list of women who used my hostess code. That way I can just at least recognize you for your help with the party. Okay, I don't want to put your last names, for confidentiality's sake. But anyway, so pick these up. Now, the 50% off of one item is something that is basically it's a discount, but you can't use your rewards on the discount, which I was totally okay with because I totally forgot that that might be an option for me. And then right before I was about to email Kim, or actually I emailed her with this list, and then I was like, wait a minute, do I have an option of the 50% off? And I asked Kim, and she said I did. So I went and I was thinking, all right, what do I want that's really expensive, but that 50% off would make it a great deal, right? So this is what's called Christmas Traditions Punch Box. It's a bundle, and on the 50% off, actually, you can't use your rewards. So this was completely out of pocket. I think this was like $45, but 50% off brought it down to $22.50. And you guys know, such a sucker for packaging. They had a counterpart to this, which was in blue, and I think that was like an all occasions one, and I actually like the Christmas one better. I like the blue packaging. Of course, you guys know I like blue better than red, but the stamps and what I plan on using with this is much more, versatile for me and much more useful now in the Christmas season. So let me go ahead and open this up so you guys can see. Hold on. All right, so when you open the tin box, this is what it looks like. It's got this nice cushion foam to protect everything. It comes with a punch, 2 little ink spots, and so this is in Real Red, and this is in Call Me Clover. And then I do like the Stampin' Up! Acrylic blocks, so they send you this, and then these 6 stamps. And so I love this. It feels like a better version of Paper Pumpkin. Does that make sense? You get a punch, and then I thought, for $22.50, the tin plus the punch, ink spots, it's a pretty good deal. So I ended up ordering this with the 50% off, and I really love these little things. So what you do is you stamp it with this, using that or whatever ink you want, and then you can punch it out. And what I'm hoping to do is, remember my candy box maker? What I'm hoping to do is punch this out and then just stick it onto the candy box. That way, it's a very easy way to decorate that candy box. You guys will see it. I have to make, how many? 18 of these for my colleagues. Or I don't have to, but I would like to, right? And so I was thinking of using this Peace and Joy because some of them are not religious at all. Jingle All the Way, I could use that. Sending Christmas Wishes. May your season be merry and bright. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And then Heaven and Nature, Let Heaven and Nature Sing. So again, a mix of some faith-based sentiments as well as just everyday, the secular Christmas sentiments. So pick this up, and you guys can tell I can get a lot of use out of this, right? And I was thinking, they make such cute little tags too, and you just punch them out. So, yep, that's what I got with my 50% off. So, um, picked this up, picked the designer paper up, picked the foam, picked these little, you know, I call them honeycomb balloon embellishments, and then the tassel, and then the punch, the bow, and then of course the 4 stamp sets. So you guys know I do like to be that bargain shopper and maximize on what I can, and so thank you so much, seriously, for using my hostess code, and for those of you continuing to support me and this YouTube channel. It certainly means a lot, and I appreciate the support, and thanks to you guys, I got some goodies. So I can't wait to craft with these, either Thanksgiving weekend or definitely once the fall term ends, right? But this I definitely need to use during the Thanksgiving weekend because I need to pass those little candy boxes out to my colleagues before the fall term ends. So anyway, hope this gave you some ideas on what is out there at Stampin' Up. I will say it could be a little bit pricey when, you know, many of us are used to shopping at Tuesday Morning or Dollar Tree. But at the same time, the way I think about it is that these are really good quality items that will last me a really long time. So, yeah, I think this is the first party that I've done, but this past year I got into Stampin' Up! In a big way because I joined Kim's team as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but really, you know, Kim's very, like, no pressure. And so I basically joined, and she was like, you could just join for the starter kit, which is totally what I did. And so I was able to build a really good, not a vast collection, but a good starting collection of Stampin' Up! Stamp sets, as, you know, with the starter kit. And I think when I did the calculations, each stamp set via the starter kit came out to about under $10, which was great because I ended up ordering it through celebration time. And then, you know, if you order through between, I think, January and March, which is when Stampin' Up! Has their big, huge celebration, you get, like, extra stamp sets when you make, like, $50 or more purchases. For every $50, you get, like, a new stamp set or something like that. So, anyway, as you can tell, I am enjoying my Stampin' Up! Journey. Thank you so much for watching. Certainly, I hope you were able to get some ideas, if not with these particular products, then similar products that you have in your stash. And thank you. That's all I can say, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Especially to the 10 women who used the hostess code and made this possible. I really do appreciate it. And I will think of you very fondly as I craft this Thanksgiving weekend. So anyway, oops, it's 23 minutes. I'll see you guys later. Like, subscribe, and bye.